All right, what's going on, guys? So this video is going to be the truth about abortion. The truth about abortion. There are spiritual ramifications whenever we have an abortion, you guys. All right. Or whenever you have an abortion. I did a video way back that spoke on pro-life and pro-choice, and I stated how I was pro-choice because God was pro-choice. He gives us free will, all right, to choose, right? And a lot of people don't know, which I was in study, the revelation came to me right now in regards to what happens to that soul. But a lot of people don't understand that there's spiritual legalities in heaven. Okay, whenever you have an abortion or you're living in sin, or you're, you know what I'm saying, procreating or having sex with somebody that comes from a demonic bloodline, you know, and how you supposed to know these things? You don't really know these things. But anytime that you operate in this sin and you have a baby out of wedlock and out of sin and you give way, that baby was created in sin. It's no different from in the Bible with Cain and Abel when Adam and Eve fell in the garden. You understand? Those bloodlines, those children go to Satan. They didn't come from God. This is what we got to understand. You was in sin, love. You was in sin. That baby was made out of wedlock. That baby probably came from a demonic bloodline. Okay? So, you know, I have experience with this because I had an abortion. And when I had the abortion out of sin. I was very young. I was in the 11th grade of summer. It was the summer of my 11th grade. And I went to God. And I told God, I give you this seed, Father God. Please forgive me, but I give this child. I'm gonna get an abortion because I can't take care of this child. I believe in not bringing kids in the world if you can't take care of them. I'm in an abusive relationship. You know, there's a lot of sin taking place in my life, and I don't want this child. In exchange for this child, seal up my womb until you're ready for me to conceive for you. And I wept and I left it at Jesus' feet, and I went through with the abortion. Now, it just was revealed to me in study that soul comes back. That soul comes back. It might not come through you, but it might come through as a niece or nephew. It might come through in a bloodline somewhere. But that seed will come from God. It won't come from Satan, because I sacrificed it for a pure reason. We gotta see, this is what you gotta understand. Many of y'all done had 8, 9, 10, 11 abortions, and it wasn't from it was from a selfish standpoint. It wasn't from a pure state because you had so many back to back. I only had one. That was the only one I had. God honored my prayer and sealed up my womb. And now I'm married to him. I'm married to Christ. I never got pregnant again, and I don't have children right now. Okay? See, we gotta get this. We really gotta get this. Okay? So this is the truth behind abortion. All those souls, who you sacrifice them to? God or the devil? Because they coming back. They coming back in that bloodline somewhere, love. It's gonna come back. Now, this is not to talk about the seeds that abort themselves. Those cancel out. Like those children that come to term and they dead. Sometimes God blocks that. Especially depending on how you conceive. It was from a ritual, if it was from, you know, if it was from the enemy. God got, you know, God say over that sometimes. He won't allow that weapon to prosper in your life. Especially if you innocent and don't know nothing about it. You ignorant. And, you know what I'm saying, Satan just taking advantage. You know, God looks on the heart of all men. Y'all got to get this. All right. So you could have, if you done had 6, 7, 8, 9 abortions. A lot of people in Hollywood done this. They got souls. All them people in Hollywood, them babies is going to Satan. All them people in magic, them witchcraft, you got to give up the next generation. Them babies belong to Satan to keep the mess, keep the magic, keep the voodoo, keep the witchcraft going. Okay? Them people not gonna never come to Christ because they belong to Satan. You got Satan children and you got God's children. We got to get this, y'all. We got to get this. And everybody want to come up on me because of the truth. I cannot change the truth from the spiritual aspect. behind the natural. This is what you guys refuse to look at. You have to look at the spiritual. For we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but spiritual principalities, wickedness in high places, you guys. Okay? In the Bible days, they sacrificed children to Molech by fire. And Molech was a pagan god. And I'll do another separate video on him. And this is going on the same today. This is going on the same today. Because Satan is after your soul. If he can't get yours, he's going to get your offspring through abortion or through perversion, whatever the case might be. Alright? So this is the truth behind abortion, you guys. Be blessed.